On behalf of the VNA Hospice team, it is my great privilege to welcome you here to this memorial service. We're here to honor your loved ones and to express our continued care and love and support for all of you people. Let's open with prayer. Almighty God, we thank you so much for your love and for the good people that we do mourn. We pray that always you will be present to dry tears and to give hope, to let us see beyond the pain of the moment to the glory of your love. Give to us all the ability to pass through our grief, because we love those people gone before so very much. In your great name we ask. Amen.
Opening prayer for gathering. O loving and merciful God, in the midst of our pain and sorrow, we seek after you who have been the wellspring of our lives.
We know you are there, but we cannot always see beyond our tears.
We gather today to pray and to remember because we long for you and because we long for our loved ones who have been gathered to you.
We pray because they are yours, and indeed all that covers us is our need for understanding and the light of your face.
Dear Holy One, bring your light into our lives.
That we may see your love and more, even in the midst of our sorrows.
Amen.
When I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, thy Savior God, to thee. How great thou art! How great thou art! Then sings my soul, thy Savior God, to thee. How great thou art! How great thou art! And when I think that God His Son not sparing sent Him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on the cross my burden gladly bearing, He bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, thy Savior God, to thee. How great thou art! How great thou art! Then sings my soul, thy Savior God, to thee. Then Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home. What joy shall fill my heart? Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and then proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great
We apologize in advance for any mispronunciation of names. Victoria Burdell Abrams, Darlene Acosta, William Adams, Ada Ayala, Husan Hussein Alhaji, Chester Alexandrovitz, John Howard, Jennifer Ambrose, Pauline Amendola, Ray Amy, Eddie Anderson, Jane Andrews, Robert Atala, Frida Baldwin, Joan Barlow, Curtis Barnes, Jeanette Barnes, Evelyn Barney, John Bartosik, Stella Basile, George Beach, Sarah Beersley, Norma J. Beaumont, Philip Amos, Howard Benson, Harris Birdhouse, Dorothy Berry, Wayne Best, Donald Bidwell, Robert Black, Elizabeth Bliss, Dixie Bohemian, Gertrude Bollinger, Gina Bogard, Roger Gray, Gertrude Bretz, Theodore Brink, David Britton, Jacqueline Roches, Levanus Bryant, Robert Bush, Taylor Byerly, Mildred Byers, Daniel King, Dana Carnes, David Carr, Wesley Casbaum, Marilyn Cervick, Rebecca Chadwick, Robert Chittister, Rita Chinaki, Frederick Sikosi, Anthony Ciotti, Nola Coates, William Conford, Daniel Conley, George Cornelius, Marjorie Cornelius, Ernest Cox, Carolyn Crawford, Joan Crawford, Charles Tufts, Margaret Dashner, Mildred Darby, Robert Davis, Cheryl Davis, Carol Jean Dane, Edward DeLeo, Marilyn Bennett, Louis Denning, Bonnie Dias, Douglas Dias, Herbert Dietz, Sally Dodd, Michael Dombrowski, Michelle Donovan, Jim Dover, Wilbert Dudenhofer, Daniel London, Thomas Durfee, Alice Dice, Lucille Garrick, Brenda May Eddy, Alice Eliason, George Ellis, Loretta Panzini, Dorothy Farnstrom, Victor Federoff, Shirley Feldmiller, Catherine Fellian, David Felix Sr., Edward Ferguson, Ken Ferguson, Mary Farrick, Twyla Flexner, Robert Fickle, Catherine Fisher, Carol Fisk, Leona Fitzgerald, Seamus Clinton, Katrina Marie Foltz, Frances Borish, Cynthia Foster, Richard Leo Frank, Frank Freitas, Ella Galvin, Ralph Genovese, Minerva Gibbons, Matthew Gibson, Richard Giles, Michael Gilroy, Judith Blunt, Philip Vogel Sr., Sylvia Jones, Thomas Gorbachev, Susan Green, James Alton Greenman, Conrad Dundrum, Indra Kubram, John Guy, Suzanne Hayden, Peter Hansen, Marianne Harrington, Nolene Hassett, Lynn House, Julia Hauser, William Hayden Jr., Juanita Hellman, Glenn Helsley, Ellen Henninger, David Hess, Gary Hicks, Timothy Hochauer, Helen Hollister, Susan Horvath, Marianne Corinda, Aisha Hughes, Robert Keith Hall, Lance Huster, William Hutchinson, Shirley Ennis, Harry Isabetti, Richard Giulianti, Ruth Johannes, Bessie Johnson, Betty Johnson, Beverly Johnson, Millicent Johnson, Patricia Johnson, Deborah Jones, Wendy Colgren, Peter Karlinchuk, Evangeline Kazmierski, Curly Kearns, James Kiersetter, Betty Kettle, Charles Coble, Florence Kowinski, Annette Komzarski, Richard Komzarski, Evelyn Costco, William Kowalski, Eleanor Kozik, John Kraus, Stephen Kolchak, Arthur Krupitz, Patricia Cruz, Leon Kristek, Joseph Kumpera, Virginia Carruthers, Mildred Laird, Raymond Lamp, Ronald Lamp, Mom Van Lee, Arthur Lehman, Joseph Leone, Gloria Leroy, Bertha Lewis, Mary Lewis, Chang Lim, Phyllis Lindo, Adam
John Heidach, Viola Lintelman, Boris Lisichenko, Monique Lockett, Alice Lopez, Amy Lund, Nancy Wyatt, Lucette Lyle.
There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens.
Time to be born, and a time to die. Time to plant, and a time to uproot.
A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to tear down, and a time to build.
A time to leave, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance.
A time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing.
A time to serve, and a time to give up. A time to keep, and a time to throw away.
A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak.
A time for love, and a time for hate. A time for war, and a time for peace.
What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart. And no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live. That each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it.
Myrtle A. McDonald, Kenneth Maples, Bruce Maines, Margaret McKay, Christine M. Mallon, Sarita Manjic, Catherine Mansfield, Mary Fran Margetta, Helen Marthaler, Joan M. Martin, Norman Martin, Brenda Mattis, Keith G. Masanowski, James McDonald, Eleanor McKnight, Margot McLaughlin, Robin M. McNaughton, Holly A. Mendez, Annie Mind, Richard Michael, David J. Oldman Milano, David A. Milano, Barbara A. Miller, Beatrice H. Miller, David L. Miller, Marion Miller, Shirley Noble, Christine A. Knowles, Dolores Moore, Fred Morgan, Carmeletta H. Munch, Annette Munson, Doris J. Murphy, Michael T. Murphy, Romaine E. Musso, Naomi Myers, Rosalie J. Magee, Suzanne Magee, Nancy Nichols, John M. Niskanen, Donald Norden, James Oakes, Mary Oakes, Marie A. Overby, Carlos Jr. Pavon, Linda Palombi, Michael T. Pegtall, Paul Pershinoff, Teresa Petak, Beth L. Peters, Frederick E. Peterson, Gwendolyn Peterson, Patricia Patron, Thomas A. Patron, Ronald Pinkney, Benedict J. Pizzo, Charlene A. Pope, Allie L. Jr. Porter, Arthur Post, Mary Pratt, Sally Barbara Frazier, Joseph Prosogna, Mildred Price, Geraldine Pulliam, Mary L. Pulliam, Judith Quirk, Rita Rapp, Gaylord Rendiers, Michael Robert Rhimes, Donald Richards, Anna Richardson, Arthur Richardson, William Rick, Marianne Ritter, Curtis Robinette, Raymond Rogan, Deborah A. Rogers, Ava E. Washington, Rita Rose, Margaret L. Rosenthal, and Wilbur C. Rosenthal.
Tonight, we are gathered to commemorate and to hold in remembrance those loved ones who have died. The word commemorate comes from the Latin words com, meaning all together, and memorare, which means to be mindful. I've learned that there is great strength that comes from doing things all together rather than trying to face something on your own. Elder Dieter Uchtdorf, who's a leader in my church, tells a story that illustrates this principle. Quote, "Some years ago in our meeting house in Darmstadt, Germany, a group of men was asked to move a grand piano from the chapel to the adjoining cultural hall, where it was needed for a musical event. None were professional movers, and the task of getting the gravity-friendly instrument through the chapel and into the cultural hall seemed nearly impossible. Everybody knew that this task required not only physical strength, but also careful coordination. There were plenty of ideas, but not one could keep the piano balanced correctly. They repositioned the men by strength, height, and age over and over again, but nothing worked. As they stood around the piano, uncertain of what to do next, a good friend of mine, Brother Arno Bushin, spoke up. He said, 'Brethren, stand close together and lift where we stand.' It seemed too simple. Nevertheless, each lifted where he stood, and the piano rose from the ground and moved into the cultural hall as if on its own power. That was the answer to the challenge. They merely needed to stand close together and lift where they stood." End quote. Our hope tonight is that as we stand close together, we will be able to help each other lift the metaphorical pianos some of you still face from the loss of your loved ones. One of my hobbies is to study different cultures to find similarities among people from around the world. An interesting similarity I found throughout history and in modern times is that many cultures celebrate those who have died. In Hindu, they celebrate Gayatra, which includes the use of bright, vibrant colors. Instead of mourning the dead through sorrow, the idea is to use color to remember what joy the deceased brought to life. In Japan, they celebrate the Bon Festival by putting up bright lights and dancing to honor their dead. In Central and South America, many Hispanic populations celebrate Dia de los Muertos, which celebrates the dead through eating, drinking, singing, and dancing. As a Christian, I ponder the words of the Apostle Paul, who taught there is an important bond between the living and the dead. He taught that they without us cannot be made perfect. Neither can we without our dead be made perfect. I invite each of you to consider how your loved ones who have died have influenced your life for the better. Even today, our remembrance of them gives us the capacity to become better. My experiences have taught me that those who have passed on want us to not worry about them, but instead to thrive and succeed in life. They tell us as much before they pass. "Don't worry about me," they often say. "Just take care of yourself." Just take care of yourself and make me proud. To honor them tonight, I'd like to close my remarks with something I hope will help all of us. While studying osteopathic medicine at LECOM, I was taught the principle of totum personam curamus, which is Latin for we care for the whole person. An important tenet in osteopathic medicine is that each of us is a unit of mind, body, and spirit, and that health comes from taking care of each part of that unit. To help you understand, I'll share an example from one of my patients. Several years ago, I met a new patient whom I will call Jackie. When I first met her, she had lost her husband in a motor vehicle accident about a year before. A few months later, she lost her son, who died alone in prison. Understandably, she was devastated and felt hopeless. Every time Jackie came in for her checkup, she would cry. On top of her loss, Jackie had to deal with health issues such as depression, obesity, and back and knee pain. Together, Jackie and I developed a comprehensive treatment plan that included counseling, physical therapy, and attending a spiritual support group. The treatment plan was helping her in some ways, but the pain in her back and knees kept making her depression and weight concerns worse. She felt so overwhelmed at times with all of her health problems that she would tell me she felt it was useless to keep trying. She told me that her spirit was breaking and she was losing the will to live. After counseling together about her situation, we finally decided to refer her to another physician who had training in knee injections. Our hope was that treating her knee pain would help her become more active and improve her depression and might lead to some weight loss. When I saw her next, Jackie was a new person. She explained how the injections had given her so much relief. She could walk outdoors again, and she was filled with more hope about her circumstances. As time went on, the walking led to noticeable weight loss, which in turn encouraged her to start eating healthier. Her energy and self-esteem began to improve, and when she attended her support group, she was able to offer encouragement to others who were suffering from their losses. At one point, Jackie said to me, "The anniversary of my son's passing is coming up, but I know I can face it because I've seen so much positive change in my life. Now I can be the support for others because I know there is hope." Her physical health led to improvement in her mental and spiritual health. I've seen similar changes in others who have had physical ailments improved by treating their depression, and others still who have improved by reconnecting with their religion. I invite each of us tonight, especially those who are feeling lonely, worn down, or overwhelmed by the loss of your loved one, to ponder what part of you needs renewal. As you work towards caring for your whole self, mind, body, and spirit, you will be able to live up to your loved one's petition to take care of yourself and make them proud.
As I sit in heaven and watch you every day, I try to live near the signs. I never run away. I hear you when you're laughing and watch you when you sleep. I even place my arms around you to calm you as you weep. I see you wish the days away, begging to have me home. I try to send you signs so you know you're not alone. Please do not feel guilty that you have life that was denied to me. Heaven is truly beautiful, just wait and see. So live your life, laugh again, enjoy yourself, be free. Then I know with every breath, you'll be taking one for me.
You're the one who saw me through You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me things to believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. You gave me wings to make me fly. You touched my hand, I could touch the sky. I lost my faith, you gave it back to me. You set the stars out of reach. You stood by me and I stood tall. I had your love. Oh, I'm grateful for your shame. You gave me, baby, I don't know much, but I know this much is true. I was blessed because I was loving you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me things to believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. You were always there for me, the tender wind that carried me, a light in the dark, shining love into my life. You've been my inspiration. Through the lies, your word are true. My world is a better place because of you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. So best there was in me. Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me things to believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. My voice, you saw the best there was in me. Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me things to believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. I'm everything I am because you love me.
Bernice Sadler, Shirley Sager, Mary Sanders, Thomas Savage, Anna Scarpino, William Scarpiti, Robert Chalace, Barbara Schmidt, Raymond Schroeder, Linda Scuretta, Richard Sabunia, Louise Seib, Lella Seibel, Robert Seibel, Marie Sanger, Norma Shepherd, Frank Sherman, Dolores Short, Mary Lee Simmons, John Zavillo, Joseph Scalco, Carol Smith, Joe Smith, Kathleen Smith, Lance Smith, Robert Soder, Mary Sonberg, Boris Sonoff, Dominic Svogilia, Stephen Stack, Francis Stanbro, Edward Stengo, Samuel Starachi, Samuel Stack, Robert Steiner, Earl Stevens, Dorothy Stewart, Renee Stoltz, Robert Strickland, Virginia Sundberg, Wilda Sundberg, Clara Sutton, Mark Siddle, Ingrid Tarowski, Gertrude Tarkowski, Emmanuel Tate, George Tate, Joseph Teppy, Margaret Testrake, Irene Thompson, Sylvia Lazaro Trevino, Teresa Prokogi, Myrtle Trapolsky, Harvey Turner, Marilyn Turner, Zavad Tersanovich, Dorothy Van Horn, Richard Van Horn, Millie Van Meal, James Vargo, Victoria Vargo, Pablo Velazquez, Mary S. Boat, Betty Volcano, Dorothy L. Whitford, Genevieve Porto, Kevin Buczynski, Gilda Willard, Eugene Wazinski, Joyce Woodley, James Worthing, Gerald Gable, Alice Yarish, Vivian Burke, Priscilla Zasada, Luba Zakalukina, Dorothy Zabowski, Linda Zimmer, and Thaddeus Zemeski.
Please join me in prayer. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. We remember them.
At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them.
As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now part of us as we remember them.
When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them.
When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them.
When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them.
When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them.
When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live. For they are part of us, we remember them.
Perhaps they are not stars in the sky, but rather openings, where our loved ones shine down to let us know they are. Thank you for joining us this evening, and that joy will continue in the memories that last forever, and that joy is realized when you realize that your loved one is still with you, not here, but their memories, their soul, their spirit, their love is still with you. O God, full of compassion, eternal spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest under the winds of your presence to our loved ones who have entered eternity. Ruler of mercy, let them find refuge forever in the shadow of your wings, and let their souls be bound up in the bond of eternal life. The eternal God is their inheritance. May they rest in peace, and let us say, Amen.